Yes, queen, slay, slay, slay your enemies, raise up your army, take your rightful place upon the throne.
Well, standing in the front of
Hi guys, welcome back. It's your girl Yummy.com. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and overall vibing and being here today with me. I'm going to do another concert review. It's something that I tend to do on this channel and that I really like to do. It also gives me an excuse to go to more concerts, which is really bad for my bank account, but good for my soul, so it's okay. I went to see OnlyOneOf. If you watch my channel and see my other videos, I did a fan journey for OnlyOneOf recently, back in January I think, and I mentioned that I would be going to see the show, that I might do a concert review, and I decided I should keep that promise because it was amazing. It was amazing. Oh my gosh, it was nothing short of a fantasy, honestly. However, I obviously do still want to talk about it a little bit. If you haven't seen that video, go up somewhere or down somewhere and go watch it. But I will say, I'll give you a little bit of background. OnlyOneOf is a 6-member group under, I believe, 8D Creative, which is a fictional food beverage company that distributes through the same distributors like Stone Entertainment, which, again, don't sue me, Stone Entertainment, they're really mean. They're really mean anyways, but they distribute through there. They're 8D Creative. They used to be 7, now they're 6. Their concept is kind of like destroying norms a little bit, heavy on the BL as well, which is boys love, which is homosexual behavior. Why did I say it like a church lady? Anyways, so they make a lot of their own music. They really contribute towards their creative process, even though they're, I don't know about their management too much. I hope that they evolve from it, but you know what I mean. However, they have a lot of songs. They came back with Dopamine this year. Such a good song. I decided that I was gonna get tickets to their concert. So I didn't even know they were on tour. I only have one kind of messaging app, and that's Weverse. So a lot of the artists that I know that go on tour, or I find out tour dates for, are usually Hype artists. So that's when TXT dropped and said we were gonna go on tour, I knew because I got that notification. But I don't have any other ones, even though I do have OnlyOneOf on Weverse. They're on Weverse as well, but they don't really post that kind of information there. So I didn't really know they went on tour, and the tickets dropped in December, I think. And I was talking to my friend who I met at a BM Samsung event. Insert picture here. And I met them there, and we all discovered we like OnlyOneOf, which is crazy. And we were they're we're going to the concert. I said, they have a concert? What? Because again, like I said, last year they had came, I think last January or something, and I had just been re-getting into them and thinking about them and stuff. And by the time I did, they were already gone, because I think New York was their first stop or whatever. So I missed out on that opportunity. So I was I'm not gonna miss out on this again, because this is a performance group. Yes, face visuals aside, because beauty, really, a 10 and 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 a 10.
Oh, he's pretty. Oh no, he's pretty. He's pretty. He's pretty, very pretty.
And vocal craziness that goes on in that group. aside, aside, they are performers, they are dancers, they're so good at it, and it's so underrated for them. So of course I was like, I have to go see them perform. Okay, so it was like, I think end of January, maybe mid-February even. They told me about that, and I was like, okay. So I went to go buy my tickets. There was only like 1 or 2 VIP tickets left. I wanted to get the, of course I wanted to get the VVIP. I wanted to get the biggest one possible because the ticket prices were also like not as expensive as like, a lot of my other groups are really popular. So like groups like OnlyOneOf and Dreamcatcher are usually pretty reasonably priced. So I was like, okay, I have to get the best thing, because like I would spend like, I don't want to put numbers to it, but you'd spend an absorbent amount for a mid seat at a BTS, or even like at a Stray Kids concert. It's like a front row barricade. You get to sit on their lap and call them pappy situation, like with like smaller groups. So that was sold out. There only had like 1 or 2 VIPs left, and like I wasn't crazy about meeting them. I was like, I don't really need to do a fan meet. I may even be my first one, that'd be nice, but like I was like, I don't really need that. Like I don't even know what I would say. I would be very nervous. Anyways, so I was like, okay, I'll just do the VIP. And then they had something called the Snapshot. And that one, it ended up you being able to take a picture with a member, which I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense. If I do like, instead of doing VIP, if I do there was like a row right behind VIP that had a seat open, and it was a T4 level or whatever. So I got that, and for the same price that I would have paid for the VIP, I got that, and I got a premium snapshot and a standard snapshot. It was like almost the same price. Like it was like maybe like a $20 difference or something. So I just did that instead. So I was like, I can meet my favorite member and my bias wrecker, my top wrecker, and take pictures with them, and it'd be so cute and fun. And that's a one-on-one interaction rather than a big group interaction that's like really quick or whatever. I don't really know how fan meets go. So anyways, that was my ticket buying process. I did the math, and that's how I decided. And then comes the crazy. I started planning for my outfit, right? One of my favorite songs is Chrome Hearts by OnlyOneOf. It's my favorite comeback of theirs. I think about that white outfit every time. The white outfit is supposed to be with Junji with his colored hair, and they're just so good. So I was like, how do I do, like, there's obvious ways to go about it. Like, I know a lot of people like were in like rainbow stuff, obviously very pride, because you know their whole concept, and like, so there are other ways. Or you could dress like similarly to what they were coming back with, which is like really denim-y stuff, like Calvin Klein denim. Like, so I knew that people were gonna usually go those routes, so I wanted to go opposite. I wanted to wear all black, but I still wanted to be interesting, because it reminds me of that TikTok that's like, if your outfit can't be interesting in color, it must be interesting in shape. If it's not interesting in shape, it must be interesting in like texture. Like, it was like that TikTok.
If an outfit's not interesting through color, then it has to be interesting through shape. And if it's not interesting by shape, then it has to be interesting through texture. And if it's not interesting by texture, then it has to be interesting by color.
So I was like, okay, I'll do like a mesh thing that has like a matching pattern, so it looks like a full bodysuit, even though it's a top and a bottom. I'll put a leather skirt over it to break it up. And I was like, I got my hair done like black and silver, so it's like chrome. The silver is supposed to represent like the chrome. I found these little decals for hearts to put on my cheeks as freckles, as like the chrome hearts. I had like this necklace that was like, yeah, I had a whole full fantasy situation with my eyeshadow, with everything. I even tried this like gradient lip. I had to do it the day before to test it out, because I've never done this like black gradient. The whole theme was monochrome hearts, so that was my caption on Instagram. It was really cute. So with all that being planned, I like went through a lot. I've lost the hearts. I had to go order them the day before, and they came like 10 minutes before I went out of the door. It was great. I went to the venue. It was fine. It was great. Go Lin-Manuel Miranda. I ended up going really late again because I was waiting for those Chrome hearts. So like I know a couple of my friends they had VVIP or something, so they were there since like 1, but I came at like 5:45 and I like literally slid in and slid out. Like there was no one in line. They'd already let everyone in because it's a theater, so everyone was in the lobby of the theater while the theater doors were closed.
So of course I walk in, I'm like, I gotta get a drink.
So I got a drink and I chilled and I met some people. They were like older fans, like I'm talking like not older, like Gen 1, Gen 2, so like, you know, some 21 fans, like, and it was so interesting. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are like, because the people that I know that were there were young and they were like older, like my age, like older, and they were, you know, Gen 2 K-pop, and they were like, yeah, I swore I would never go to K-pop concerts again, but like here we are because they're so good. And I was like, agreed. And so we were chit-chatting. The bartender convinced me to have another margarita, which was a poor idea because I had to use the bathroom in the middle of it and I was so upset.
Give me 1 margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give you some head. Give me 3 margaritas, I'ma put it in my puss. Give me 4 margaritas, I'ma put it in my tush. Give me 5 margaritas, I'ma have some fun. Give me 5 margaritas, I'ma put it in your bun.
So I got another margarita, whatever, went inside, concerts. I sit down, I meet other people. So like I meet a mom and her daughter, both of them big OnlyOneOf fans. They like drove up from like Pennsylvania or something. But that's also, people are coming from everywhere to see them. I met like, again, two like older, like they were like 40, maybe like mid 40s women I was sitting next to, and then I met 2 like young girls on my side. It was like a plethora of people, and I will say that I've never had a more pleasant concert experience with like people around me that weren't my friends. Like there's one more because I made like my best friends from it at an Eric Nam concert, but what I'm talking about is like just random people. Like the people really do make the concert because everyone there was just so lovely and wholesome, and we were all happy and chatting and sharing knowledge. I learned about some like older like first gen groups that I didn't even like clock. We were talking about what we wanted to see next. It was so good. Now, lights up. It is the concert. It is the moment. It is the reason. It is the season. I am going to put in concert clips, but I would like to send a direct fuck you to Samsung. No, I'm kidding. It's my fault. I've never had a Samsung, and I won one, and I was like, oh my gosh, this will be my concert phone. But I didn't really know the settings properly, so my videos aren't as crisp and clean as I would like them, or as they would have been if I took them on my iPhone. But so bear with me. I'm just going to let that out there. Like, this is not my review on a Samsung Galaxy. It's definitely user error, but I couldn't get a nice crisp view like I was told to in the commercials. So the videos will be a little wonky. Sorry about that. But it is amazing, beautiful, ethereal, lovely, everything. They come out on stage. They're running through their numbers. The choreo is choreoing. They are putting their ussy into this situation.
Gay shit aside. Not even gay shit aside, bro. It's what makes it. Wow, bro, it's love.
They are really going for it. They're really performing their hearts out, and I am so shocked and evolved. Lights up. These bitches are goofy out the gate.
Okay. 지금 CCTV 총 12개 있습니다, 저희.
We have 12 CCTVs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 그냥 힘을 풀고서 너 저게 이끌리는 대로
And I'm talking about KB. All of them, all of them, goofy out the gate. Okay, like 9 was a little bit like we're quiet and chiller. Not even that. He wasn't even like that's like by the standard of goofdom that was going on. Like yes, but like they were goofy.
Love me. Yeah. Ookie Pookie. I like Pookie. So bright. Yeah. Nice life is stick is so beautiful. Shake it. Personal 개개인의 원하는 색깔이 다르니까.
I'm not gonna choose because people have their own.
Okay, I want blue color.
Hey,
Stop it.
No blue.
왜냐 because next song blue color 잘 어울려요.
No.
Okay.
Please, red.
Yeah.
Yellow.
원효원님께서 안 하셨다고 풍력 한번
한번 더.
Security
didn't dance along with us.
One more time. 5, 6, 7. The main country. Thank you so much. Thank you.
There's something Junji and I do.
아주 귀엽게 화이팅을 할 수 있는 방법인데요.
It's a fighting that's very, very cute.
저랑 준지가 예시를 한번 보여드릴게요.
Junji and I are gonna show you.
시작.
아자아자 화이팅.
They came out the gate with Dopamine, which of course is the newest comeback, was a love and a drive. And I prayed for one thing and one thing fucking only, and it didn't happen. I prayed that KB would finally decide to wear clothes. Like if you saw my last video, I literally talked about like the fact that he's always naked. And it's just him. Like everyone's a lot of naked in this group. But he's the one who's consistently naked. And I'm like, put it away. And I asked you to put it away. I'm like a teacher, parenting children.
Didn't I tell you to put that away? Put it away before I take it. Like,
I really just wanted him to wear clothes.
You sit on a throne of lies.
They did English versions of a couple of songs, which was like fun. I didn't clock it because I was like having existential crisis after existential crisis. So I didn't even clock it until they told us. They were like, do you like the English version? I was like,
I was still singing phonetically the Korean parts. I'm so sorry, sir. You put in all the effort I didn't even notice. How dare I?
I want to say, like I said, Chrome Hearts has always been my favorite song, but I think a contender after seeing it live is Gaslighting. There's no reason that song should be so good for how fucking toxic it is. Those lyrics will haunt my nightmares. It's like Pied Piper by BTS, but like worse. Like Pied Piper is like, hey bitch, you so stupid for liking me. You wasting all your time on me. Go look at a book. Touch some fucking grass, you animal. Is what Pied Piper by BTS is saying to me, and Gaslighting is like, yo, I want you to it goes back to like, what is it? Was it Reyes who was like, can I ruin you or something in his solo? No, it goes back, it's like, I want you to emotionally manipulate the shit out of me. You know what I mean? Like, they were using gaslighting as a term before like everyone started saying it in their music. Like I want you to hear the lyrics of I want you to read the lyrics of Gaslighting. If you're an American fan like me and you did not, like, I don't think I ever read the lyrics for Gaslighting specifically because it was just never my favorite. But then seeing it live, I came home, I read the lyrics, I said, I thought I was fucking sick in the head. They're sick. They're sick for this shit. It's like, it's feeding your Delulu at another level, which is crazy because their whole brand is that they're couples. But how are you, how am I like, oh my gosh, I feel like Aubrey Plaza when she was in Parks and Rec and she's like, hi, this is my boyfriend Todd and this is his boyfriend whatever.
This is my boyfriend Derek. This is Derek's boyfriend Ben.
Hi.
Hey. Oh. Wait, sorry, what's the situation? What do you mean? How does this work? Derek is gay, but he's straight for me, but he's gay for Ben, and Ben's really gay for Derek.
Like, it's like, I'm like, hi, this is my boyfriend KB, and this is his boyfriend Yujung. So, one of the highlights for me, of course, was when they sang Gravity, because I've been very vocal. That is my favorite song on the album, on the new album. It is so good. I watched their performance of it live on the on the YouTube channel all the time, but seeing it live really shook me. It made me so happy. It made me so shaking to my core. Like, I really was like, I felt tethered. Tethered to another plane, honestly. I was wondering, because they have all these new songs, that I was like, I love Gravity, but like, does that mean I'm not gonna get the solo stuff? They did a like montage snippet of it. I think I'm gonna put the whole thing up on my YouTube channel, maybe. If I don't, I will for sure put up a big chunk of it here.
영원할 거야 난 네가 되고 난 내가 된다면
But it was so good. They did the best little parts. They did the partner bits. It was so sweet, cute, endearing. I loved it. The B series is like one of the things that brought me back to OnlyOneOf, I will say, because I knew them like during Libido, and then like I fell off of them, and then the B series popped up one day, and I was kind of like, oh my god, yeah, I kind of really love this. It was Jones, but like that was really, really good. They did the English version of Libido, like I said. They did some English stuff. They did Sage, which was so good. So good. It had no right being that good. That's the thing. That I genuinely think all of their songs are so much better live, and I don't understand how it's so good. And they closed with, of course, Chrome Hearts, which just really blew my mind, because that's crazy that they would close with the thing that inspired my outfit. It's like they're in my brain, bro. It's like they're in my brain. It's crazy. So they closed with Chrome Hearts, which is my favorite. I was eating it up. I think there's a video of me having an existential crisis. I'm like asking them like, okay, if I'm really loud, just tell me. And then all of a sudden Chrome Hearts starts playing and I start screeching like a banshee out of hell. It was bad. But the whole experience was amazing. Then they came out, of course, at their encore. It was beautiful. It was lovely. They ended with Angel. You're my angel. So cute. It's like, Angel to me is like the Aju Nice somehow of 17. Like, it's a good closer. It feels like a full experience when you hear that, and I love that. Of course, they also had these like the in-between clips that were so cute and funny and hilarious.
쇼 챔피언 베이즈도 작은 대기실에 저희 회사 직원분들, 멤버들 다 엄청 스태프분들까지 해가지고 거기에 되게 엄청나게 이렇게 모여있던 것도 기억이 나고
학창시절에 또 제 계획에 책상이 이렇게 다 엎어지면서 갈라지는 모습을 보고 도파민이 터지다 쌈뽕한 옷을 입었을 때 도파민이 터지고
첫 콘서트 했을 때 서울 컬렉션이라는 콘서트를 했을 때 부모님들 직접 저희 공연을 보시고 그동안 저희 공연 못 봤던 라이언 분들도 첫 콘서트를 보게 됨으로써 정말 뿌듯하고 재밌고 그때 제가 행복했었습니다.
진짜 많아가지고 라이온 분들께 보여드려서 잘했다. 너 진짜 자랑스럽다 그런 말씀 들을 때마다 I'm so proud of you! 직업을 선택하는 게 해야 되는 거죠? 라이온분들은 아내라고들 말씀하시지만
가슴팍을 칠 때
저희의 신체가
So you know what you're doing. Cool. So you know. It's an intentional evil. Okay.
저는 모르지만 만약에 저라면은 그럴 것 같아요. 맨날 멋있는 모습을 보다가 한 번씩 약간 백치미 같은 그런 모습을 보여주면은 같은 사람이구나 라는 생각이 들면서 동기 될 것 같아요.
저랑 같이 좀 비슷한 이질을 가진 라이언들도 꽤 많은 걸로 알고 있어요. 오늘도 이 콘서트를 보신 라이언들이 역시 좋다 하시지 않을까 싶습니다.
And just so much of their personality was shown that night, and I think that's one of my favorite things about this concert, and that was what makes me, I think it's a very unique experience I may never have again. I love OnlyOneOf. I don't have a lot of experience watching their interviews and stuff, so like everything I know is very surface level about them. I don't really know like their deep personality traits. Like I can tell you, like if you ask me, oh my god, tell me about DK, like tell me his personality traits, how he is. I said, oh yeah, he's a goofy introvert who like, you know, has kind of a fear of not being enough, and that kind of warrants him to portray himself as a class clown, as a shield for himself. I can psychologically break that motherfucker down. If you want me to enter the scope in which Suga's depression lives, I could use his songs and put pieces together. Obviously not accurate pieces because I don't know who these people are in really, but like I could dissect their personalities on a molecular level. With OnlyOneOf, it's not like that at all, because I only recently really started digging into them, and they also don't have a lot of like content to like dig and scratch through. I talk about it in my other video, how I like really would love for them to have like more organic interviews and like to have more TV show BLs, because that's a whole market that they can popularize with people outside of Korea, all of that. So seeing them on stage with their actual personalities was kind of like a shock in the system. It was insane how goofy and crazy they were. It was like, it was so lovely to see such joy and happiness genuinely like on stage. It reminds me of when I watched like 17, honestly, because like I can feel the joy and happiness emanating from them, and their like comfortability with each other and their like friendship is just so sweet and lovely to watch. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful, like the whole concert. Also, like I love that they had the flags at the end. It was so beautiful and lovely to see. I just love them personally. I came into this concert ready to possibly have a bias change. KB's always been my bias.
Why you walk on my line? I get like this every time. On these days I feel like you and me. Heartbreak anniversary. 'Cause I remember every time.
I liked his solo the second best, and he was just the cutest to me a little bit, but he also was the oldest. Like the rest of them are younger than me. I'm 95, ULTbias, but he's 92, which is my older sister's age. older sister's age. So like I felt comfortable being like a little thirsty because they're so, again, naked all the time and doing sexy and doing broken but hot energy. And so I'm like, I can look at that one and feel the best about it. And so like he's always just been my vibe. He has a good voice, he's a great dancer. They're all amazing dancers. But he was just always my bias because he was the oldest and it just made the most sense. So I came into this situation fully thinking, okay, my bias may very well change. It may very well not be KB anymore because like I love Nine, I love Junji, like I love Yujong, I love them all. Like I love them all, bro. Like so I'm like, it's hard to say for sure who your bias is when everyone is so great and you love them. And so like I was fully prepared to be like, maybe I become a 9 stan today. I mean, maybe that's what my life entails. But boy, was I fucking wrong. This man had me on a hook. On a hook.
Let me introduce myself.
I've never felt like, this is on stage, I haven't even been to the Snapshot yet. I've never felt so like I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. And it's crazy, bro. It's absolutely insane how charismatic he is and how funny and clever he is. And how goofy, silly he is. It's like, it's the comedic relief. It's like, he's like a DK Sungwon combo here. Like, and it's crazy because he's the one who's always naked. So like, it's crazy that he's just like, I'm sexy, but also, are you laughing? And it's like, he pulls it off even better than like Sungkwan or Key. Like, he pulls it off better than that. Like, just the duality flipping on a dime. It's crazy on that one. So he is officially joining, I think, my little OnlyOneOf club.
I have many men on my roster, sis. Like, don't be asking questions.
Feeding her pasta and lobster.
Like, I have one ULTbias, that is Suga from BTS. That is the father of my children. That is that's my husband. That is my man. I saw him off to war and everything. But in that realm of like ULTbias energy is definitely S-Coups from 17. That is like, it's like the scene from Will and Grace where he's like, the guy's like, Leslie is like, so are you saying that's your husband or your boyfriend? And then she's like, Karen's like, I love my husband. I would never betray my husband. He's my whore. And it's like that. Like,
insinuating that handsome man you arrived with is your lover?
How dare you? I love my husband. I would never dream of violating the sacred trust of our marriage by taking a lover. He's my whore.
You're gigolo.
Not calling S-Coups a whore, obviously, but he's like in there, up there, all around there. He lives in that pocket in my brain. Sometimes he even takes over a little bit more than Suga, and I'm like, yeah. He even takes over a little bit more than Suga, like sometimes. But like, KB is sliding the fuck in there, bro. He slid in, like, you know the TikTok trends where they slide in and be real smooth. I don't even know what happened. I can't explain to you. it was diabolical is the only way I can say. It was dia-fucking-bolical the way he made his way into. You know how much, like, Felix is gonna punch you in the face for this, because Felix has been trying to fight his way into this alt club, but I never let him in. I shut him down every time. And this is the second time someone is surpassing Felix. First it was S-Coops, and now it's KB, and I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, pretty model boy, but damn. Damn! Cause KB was KBing. Oh my gosh.
It was crazy.
I genuinely don't know what's wrong with me, because I feel like I bias two specific kinds of people. Usually people who are rappers. They're not always rappers, but I bias a lot of rappers. I have two specific types of biases. Whores and Puritans.
Virgins to the left of me, whores to the right.
Like, it's crazy when you break down my bias list. It's like, these are the hoes, these are the saints. We clearly know, we know the like, I have over here, I have Mengi, who's just like, for the streets. Like, there's a TikToker who said this.
That man pulled up with white hair and the intent to seduce black women. And I can't even be mad. You can have him, Miggy. I'm sorry. This is your territory now.
And it's honestly true. He's like a hoe for that. How dare you come in and seduce these black women? Damn. I have now KB over there. Like, as opposed to over here where it's like Suga, who, like, he gave us collarbone one time and we all collectively screamed, creamed, cried, shook on the floor, and act like we were convulsing because we'd never seen these man's shoulders before. Kind of crazy. Like, we're like, oh, them kneecaps. Show me some ankle, daddy.
That's how I like my men. Terrified and in awe.
S-Coops, who until very, very recently almost always refused to show us his arms. Like, we don't see them tree trunks through the button downs. Like, I see how big you are, bro. You're showing me how much you bench. Show me the material. Show me the material. And now in this, like, photo card dump, he got shoulders out. It's crazy to me. And we're all, again, collectively losing our mind. You know how much that photo card's gonna be worth?
남편이 되어줄래요?
나랑 결혼하고 싶으면 지금 줄을 너무 많이 섰는데? 할 수 있겠어? 못 기다려? 다른 사람한테 가도 어차피 내가 최고일 거야.
But that's like the Puritans. The little freaklinks over here, Mickey, like I said, and KB's a little freakly. I can't. He's for the streets.
Yeah, he's for the streets, okay? He's really for the streets.
And if he's not, maybe he's not for the streets. Maybe he's on the sidewalk. No, he was on the sidewalk. He's in the streets. Barking and howling like it's a block party in the streets, okay? This man was seducing every woman in a 20-mile radius somehow, while still serving cunt. I don't understand it. He was giving full see you next Tuesday fantasy. Him and Yoojung giving, and Rie, oh, those three were giving cunty. Like, put me in a RuPaul Drag Race video. I don't even know. I don't know, but bro, crazy. KB's crazy for that.
10 boyfriends, and I manage them all perfectly.
Sorry?
I'm a manager.
You...
Of men.
A manager of men? What like 3 pieces of advice would you give someone?
Do not get too invested in men.
Or,
invested.
wait a minute.
Invested.
Back up. You are gonna say that you shouldn't get emotionally invested in men?
I'm delusional, but I know the truth at the end of the day. So I'm not gonna actually act out my delusions. You can be delusional all you want, ladies, but just don't act on your delusions.
Just observations, just to let you know. I like big hands, I bet you play ball too. Good practice, handy with the grip. Maybe handy with my abstract way you want it. Boy, come my eye, I'm sitting here feeling real to fantasize. You think of what I'm thinking, true realize that I she fight? No, I'm just playing, but I just might. Yeah, my bike big as my bike. You gon' find out if you play cards right, for real.
I do not have a crush on you.
So with all that being said, the concert comes to an end and it's time for Snapshoot. Now in this section, I'm gonna talk about the good first and then I'm gonna talk about the bad, okay? I never wanna leave negativity on this channel. So if I don't like something, I don't talk about it unless it's really like, think it helps inform people for something later down the line for themselves. So I got a Snapshoot. I got a premium and I got a standard. My premium was with KB, who honestly shook me to my core. I had another 2 whiskey shots and I was like, I think I was the life of the party. Now I feel like I was a little bit just obnoxious, but the staff loved me. Like, they were like, I was cracking jokes. I made a bunch of friends like in a Snapshoot while we were waiting. It was great. I have a bunch of people's Instagrams now. I always like walk out of these situations with like 10 new Instagram friends. However, but I was waiting to go get my picture with KB. I didn't think like, oh, I should either go first or last. So, you know, like I had a little roll-on peppermint roll-on peppermint, you know, like perfume. And I was like, I want him to smell mint and think of that black bitch. Oh my gosh.
Period.
So with the Snapshoot, I didn't know if I wanted to go first or go last. I didn't know which one was the better option. I didn't even think about it because, again, I was drunk. So I probably smelled like peppermint and whiskey, which is what I want him to think of when he thinks of me. Not that he is. But so I went somewhere in the middle. I went up. I saw that they had the big Polaroid. I, too, have a Polaroid. So I understand how Polaroids work, especially these big older ones. They tend to be way more temperamental. The film is more expensive. I get it. I completely get it. So they took the big Polaroid and they took a picture. The picture wasn't great, so I had to take another one, but I will save that for the parts that I didn't like area. That's not where we're at right now. Then I had to go down and do the standard. Again, I was yapping to everyone who would listen in a 20-mile radius, being class clown, giving class clown energy.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
And then we went back up for the standards, and there's some confusion. Again, I'll cover that a little bit later. But I did get a standard with Junji. However, the staff was having a hard time being loud, which, you know, is my specialty. So I, like, when they would say something like last call for Rie or something, people couldn't hear them, so I would like shout it. My voice was already like gone by this point, but I was shouting. You know, I used to be a cheerleader, so I know how to shout. The same thing happened at a Jackson Wang concert. I shouted. I was like the herder, like, and so I did that, and I was doing that, and then both Rie and Yoonjung were like, good job. And meanwhile, I'm doing all of this in my line with Junji. I'm like the last one, one of the last ones in the line. I'm doing all this nonsense. I pick my pose, I tell him, I walk up, and then Junji like leans into me and is like, are you a singer? And I was like, is it because I look crazy? No, I'm not. He said, wow, you have a great voice. I said, now babe. Okay, so now that we covered the experience, I'm going to tell you the one thing that was like the best thing about it. When I went for my second picture, this was after my standard with Junji. I went for my second picture with KB. He also gave me a little thumbs up when I came in. I said, I was like, Biane. I used all the Korean words I mustered up from K-dramas of my life. I said, Biane. It was his birthday too, which was amazing. We got to sing him happy birthday.
축제다. 33 years old. Everyone.
I said, 생일 축하해. I know I'm not speaking in the formal, but I was just pulling all I could from watching Business Proposal 3 days prior, okay? And so he's like, no worries, no problem. Our pose is like supposed to be this, right? It's like this. I thought it would be like this, so I wore a fake wedding ring, you know, just trying to pay into the fantasy, but it's like this, which is fine. So we go to do this. The first time we did it, it was quick. We didn't really interact too much. It's fine. Second time, we did this, And all of a sudden I feel a hand on my waist. And I said,
Daddy, chill.
Now the rules said I could not touch you. What makes you think you can touch me? No, touch me. No, not like that. But like, I said, this is a problem. This is where the delusion like builds. This is a dangerous thing. Like, no, I was like, I swore I was pregnant for like the next, I don't know, 3 hours. I was like, you can't tell me I'm not carrying this child. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It was crazy. It was wild. I was like, and you know what? Up until, I want to say 5 seconds before that moment, that was my ultimate ick. I hate when guys grab my waist. I don't know why. I'd rather hold hands or like put your arm around my shoulder or like hold me from behind, something. I don't know. I can't stand this. Now, this is my favorite thing in the world. I think that if you have KB size hands, this may be your new home. Like, these may be here forever. It was great. It was beautiful. Oh my gosh, beautiful. So that was my absolute favorite thing. Now, we're going to talk about my absolute least favorite thing. There was nothing I had to complain about with the concert, with the coming in, with anything. Everyone was so kind. The staff, round of applause for the staff that worked there at the theater. They were amazing. They were beautiful. They were kind. But however, I do have stuff to talk about that I didn't exactly like. When I purchased these tickets and the Snapshot tickets, I didn't know about the boycott. I didn't know anything about Studio Pav. This was my first Studio Pav concert.
Well, I don't need that.
So I was just like la-di-da-di-dying, buying my tickets, you know, doing my mathematical thing. And then I went on Twitter to see Studio Pav to see, like, because I didn't understand the Snapshoot. Because I was like, surely they don't mean I could be next to them, right? That's crazy. I just want to make sure I'm not paying $85 to stand next to a cutout. So I went on Twitter to check, and that's when I saw the boycott stuff and how the ticket prices went up. And like, I completely get it. I'm in a weird perspective because like, I saw the ticket prices and I said, $80 and it's not even $60 and I get to stand next to KB and have physical evidence of it. Are you mad? Take my money. I would pay more.
Shut up and take my money.
But apparently the prices have been going up incrementally and it hasn't been getting better, which is another thing I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So it is like a little bit of a jarring situation. I, however, didn't know that when I bought the tickets, but I bought them and I wasn't going to return them. You can't return them, so whatever. That being said, I took my first picture and the lighting is terrible there. Obviously it's a theater and it's out in the hallway of the theater, so it's not meant to have great lighting, but this is where they decided to set up. Now, I could buy a ring light on Amazon for $14.99 right now and I feel like I would have had a better picture. Like the fact that they didn't think of like how the lighting would affect the Polaroid pictures, because then you're just wasting more film and wasting more money. Like, it's kind of absolutely crazy. I have a giant Polaroid. See, this is Big Bertha. She's from, I believe, the 60s. Got her on Etsy from a camera dealer. She shoots. There's nothing in here. I don't have any film in here. She scores. She's great. She is, however, a temperamental bitch. If I have the wrong film, if the film is bad, if I load it wrong, if I hold her wrong, if I'm in the wrong kind of lighting, I don't have the same as like a little Instax that has like the little modules to adjust the flash to where you are. I don't have that option here. Like, it's just what it is. Like, it's an old camera. It's just what it is. So the fact that like they didn't take that into account when they were selling these premiums and rather didn't do just all standard Instaxes that would could in theory be adjusted to the lighted, they weren't adjusted, but they could be adjusted, is kind of crazy to me. And the fact that you knew that you had that and you didn't have proper lighting to accompany it is wild. I'm by no means a dark girl. I am a chocolate chick, but almost just barely. Like, I don't think that I'm dark at all. Some people may think differently, but I don't think I'm dark at all. And my first picture, I should have taken a picture of it. I didn't, but I was joking with people when I went back downstairs when it developed. I was like, I look like the Shadow Man from Princess and the Frog. Do you understand? I look like the Dementor to his Harry Potter. He looks great. I look crazy. It was bad. And I'm not even that dark. So I was like, this is absolutely crazy. My Junji one came out way better because it was on a little index. The flash was adjustable. Maybe she adjusted it, maybe she didn't. I didn't really check. But that one came out really good. And then I went to get my second one, and it came out pretty okay. I think it could have been better, but I can't complain because some people's look like this. And mine came out like this. They're not bad at all. They're not bad at all. They're not bad at all. I like mine, so I can't complain too much. But like, it was crazy. And then the fact is, you're supposed to wait for it to develop, and then you can possibly take one. Will sign off on it. You can take another one. But the issue is, people are taking them. They're waiting for it to develop. But because they've taken their photos and there's no one else in the line, they do a last call for they'll be like, last call for KB. But my picture with KB, I just took it. I don't know what it'll look like until it develops. He's going to leave, and they're like, when they're gone, they're gone. So at some point, like, people started really complaining, and the lady started making deals. She was like, okay, you can have 2 standards for the price of the Polaroid, for the Polaroid you have right now, because he's gonna leave, he's gonna be gone, and you won't be able to take another one. You get what you get. And it was crazy. It was like the wild west there. I don't understand how they usually do it, but that was absolute insanity for me. So that was wild, that was weird, but that's what I'll say for that. I do want to say thank you. It was an amazing experience. My friend wrote an article about it and gave me this beautiful picture. I was so happy. I couldn't have wanted a better or a greater thing. It was again, nothing short of pure magic. It was performing. Their dancing, again, is so understated and undersold. When you see them go and the vocals still be vocaling, I don't understand how Junji's so good.
Let's sing together.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't think he would be that good when I started. I thought he was, because he's very pretty. He's very pretty. So is Yoojung. Both of them are so pretty. Yoojung is so pretty. But he's very pretty, okay? So I was like, okay, he must be like a visual, subvocal, energy, whatever. That man can blow, and it blows my mind, and it's crazy. But they do it all while still painting this beautiful picture and like lovely artistry. I did wish I could see Savannah, but I understand why they didn't perform it. They don't have time. But it was amazing. It was amazing. It was beautiful. Libido was the cunty queen that she has always been. Gay but good. Gay but good. Gay and good. But I want to say thank you to them. KB celebrated his birthday with us. It was very sweet. I saw his live the next day, and I did in fact watch it. More like listen to it, even though I don't speak Korean. But yeah, it was like, I told that man, 생일 축하해, 감사합니다. He said, pretty. I think he just said it because he couldn't think of, you look okay with these hearts on your eyes. Because I was feeling down. A man in the street asked me if I was crazy for my outfit and my look or whatever. Regardless, that being said, thank you to the boys. Thank you to OnlyOneOf. I will be going to see them again when the time comes. I will answer the call, okay? Thanks you guys for watching. I'm your girl, Yummy.com. Don't worry, I'll be back, so stay tuned.